So welcome everybody to my favorite cheesy game of all time. I'm just letting you know, there's gonna be strong bias in this playthrough. It is incredibly cheesy, but I think from the standpoint of the combat and some of the mechanics in it, it is the most fun I've had in any real-time strategy game ever. And this might be the only time, one of the only times, that you ever see me play a game of this genre. So we'll read a little bit at the back of the box, because of course I own it. So Love and Battle in the Three Kingdoms, a magnificent historical fantasy. Oh, we're gonna see they're playing really fast and loose with history, chat. Trust me, even if you don't know the plot of this game, you're gonna go, Historical is very loose in that sense. So, new agent technology allows for 500 soldiers on screen at once, 5 times more than the original. I never actually played the original. I'm kind of scared to. Maybe we'll check it at some point. Experience battles firsthand, control generals and give orders at squad level. 3 times the number of stages. New weapons tactics, including elite horsemen and elephant cavalry. Devastating new elemental attacks, including tornadoes, lightning strikes, and meteor showers. Chat, historical fantasy. Meteor showers. Let it sink in a little bit, chat. 8 times the number of event sequences immerse you into the powerful epic. So this game came out, I believe, in 2001. Looks like that is true according to the back of the box. And it is made by Koei, the same people that did the Dynasty Warrior games. This is before they learned that Cao Cao should be called Cao Cao, so expect to hear them butcher every name. This was like right in that transition period. But essentially we're going back to China in the basically the War of the Three Kingdoms era, which Koei loves to do. And we'll hold some of the gameplay comments until later. Let us for now switch into the game and see how things are audio-wise. Looks like the intro played by itself. How convenient.
Flames of hell! Burn, TV! Burn! Diao Chan.
Liu Bei.
I will fight for love, and I will win. Forward!
Chat, it's very historically accurate, as you can see. So you're in for a treat. Checking the memory card. There's no chronological data, chat. We will begin the game using default settings, sure. Take a look at the settings real quick. Subtitles on, please. Versus speed. Why should it be anything other than fast? You could turn background music off? Why? Okay. Alter. Guess we'll end. Feels like I'm watching the Great Wall movie. Something like that. So yeah, chat. So, as you can imagine, they're playing very fast and loose from history. So if they're looking to learn anything about the era, just crumple that idea, throw it in the trash. This game is not going to teach you anything about history, other than maybe names. So I think Murphy's statement is fairly accurate. It is very cheesy, though. The cutscenes have some good voice actors and some really terrible ones. But I enjoy it because it is just an absolute cheese fest. Every cutscene is like a reward to me, chat. It feeds me. The story itself, not much to write about, to be honest. The battles themselves are interesting. The story why they're having the battles is not interesting. But let's go ahead and get started with the tutorial, I suppose.
All things are yin or yang, created from two essences. The world of man is ruled by the mandate of heaven's will. When the mandate is absent, kingdoms collapse and a turbulent age begins. Calming this disharmony is the mission of the one who is chosen by the mandate. The sun is setting on the Han Empire, which has reveled in 400 years of prosperity. Throughout the land, catastrophes abound. Rebellions multiply. The divine rule falls. Thus begins the turbulent age of rival warlords. The child emperor, lacking both the power and the experience to manage royal affairs, entrusts the imperial seal, the symbol of the mandate, to one woman. Fate now calls forth a new hero.
Troops! All my loyal troops, rally to me!
This is Liu Bei, the lord of a small province in whose heart no evil dwells. He is my love.
My lord, I am at your service. Now!
You saved us. You have my gratitude.
This is Cao Cao, disciplined and decisive. Once an officer of the Empire, he raised a personal army in search of world domination. After the battle, Liu Bei throws a banquet to honor Cao Cao for having saved his life.
We would have died without your help, my friend. Ah, Diao Chan. Truly, All I want to do is live in peace. Live with you, Diao Chan.
True love, how very sweet.
Hey! Bring more drinks for Lord Cao Cao! Drink up, my friend.
Liu Bei, indifferent to world domination. Cao Cao thinks of nothing else. A fragile truce between two men who could never really be friends. Their brief encounter foretold the tragedy to come.
Heaven is beyond grasp. The woman of destiny brings ruin.
Commanded by the priestess, I also witnessed Cao Cao's oracle. When I heard its pronouncement, I shook with fear, for I felt that what I saw before was confirmed. A secret I could not even tell Liu Bei. Only months later, Cao Cao threw in his lot with the priestess and took up arms against us to kidnap me. No, to kidnap the secret I held so close.
Let me go! No!
No! Let her go! Diao Chan! Mei Mei! Mei Mei! Mei Mei! Brother!
Liu Bei,
Diao Chan!
I was taken. Liu Bei barely escaped the capital with his life. Others were not so fortunate. There was a rainbow that day as well. Yes, that was the root of it all. The long, drawn-out war between two arch-rivals, Liu Bei and Cao Cao.
First Meemul, now Mei Mei, chat. Not looking good for the M-named characters. We're getting a little bit of exposition, but soon we're gonna get into the tutorial where we'll talk in more detail. There we go. The game is gonna give us a little background before each battle, give us some context. Here we go.
After Cao Cao's sudden attack and kidnapping of Diao Chan from the capital, Liu Bei is narrowly able to escape to his own land of Ju. Cao Cao, sensing the opportunity to seize the Ju province, orders his vassal, the fierce general Jiahao Yuan, to attack. Jiahao Yuan's army approaches, yet Liu Bei has not yet decided whether he will engage in war with Cao Cao.
Brother! Cao Cao's forces are getting too close to us. Come on, let's attack them first.
the envoy we sent to Cao Cao was murdered in cold blood. Why in the world should we wait?
Cao Cao, why did you betray me? Why are you attacking? Didn't we break bread and drink to friendship?
Brother, don't you want to rescue Diao Chan? We can't let this Cao Cao get away with this. I'm going. I only live to take revenge for Mei Mei.
Don't you know how many good men have died to get you this far? When will you start fighting back?
Brother, I can see my words won't convince you. If you're still in doubt, ask them!
There you go, Chad. Listen to Steve Bloom.
Listen! I have one desire. Diao Chan. We must fight a battle to save her. And there will not be a single night's peace until we have won the war. Knowing what that means, what awaits you? Do you still want Liu Bei to lead you into battle? I say give it our all!
Gotta work on that hero speech a little bit.
I too want to save Yao Chan!
Lord Liu Bei, we will fight for you!
Apparently they really like her, chat. They're going to war for a woman. Troy would be proud.
And now?
A war. I will meet Cao Cao. It is done. Let the battle begin!
I mean, chat, don't you part the skies when you draw your sword. Oh, we've only seen the tip of the ridiculous iceberg. Let's get into the controls of the game, which it will force the tutorial on me, so I'm not going to worry too much here.
Liu Bei, the general is you. Come on. Give Guan Yu and Zhang Fei some directions.
The general is you, chat.
But
Come
wait,
on.
Since this is your first battle, you should concentrate on your own unit.
No, we don't want to do that in an RTS. That's a terrible idea.
In this battle, all you have to do is take down the enemy general, Jia Hao Yuan.
I'm pretty sure it's
He is
Hao Yuan,
somewhere
but
on
whatever.
this huge battlefield. Advance a bit and find him.
A winner is definitely me. In the army view, you can use the D-pad or the left stick to move your squad around. If he was saying it reminds him of Kingdom Under Fire, I will take your word for it. I think that's an Xbox game. I didn't play many Xbox games. They did use some character models as kind of like an in-between the Dynasty Warrior games, so you can see the look of Cao Cao in particular is very much how he looks in 4, with just more ridiculous armor in this one. Forward, stop, change directions. So I can rotate the whole army, which is kind of neat to see them actually just kind of move around. I did like that. Eventually the tutorial will free me, and we'll talk about some more things.
That was pretty good. But I am sure that you already know. As a general, you have to position everyone on the battlefield.
Yes.
I'd be happy to show you the best way for you to do this.
Sure, show us so I don't have to do this again. So, I don't think the game has explained it yet. I'll just talk about some things at the top. The top meter, where it says Liu versus Cao, is the morale meter. Morale is extremely, extremely important in this game. If you are ever down on morale, you are probably going to lose really hard, whoever you send into battle. So if an enemy has low morale, but double my troops, for example, they will still lose that battle if they have bad morale. That's how impactful it is. So other than that, we could see next to the morale meter at the top, there's a number of troops, pretty fairly evident. Each unit has their own morale meter, which is that blue bar underneath, and we can see their current formation. I'm gonna be honest with you, unless we're playing expert mode, we don't really need to worry about our formation ever. The game usually picks good ones. I will very rarely change it while we play through the game. So anyway, let's hit the square button.
Look, now you know what's going on with everyone on the battlefield. And you can see where Guan Yu and Zhang Fei are positioned, right?
The screen is called the battle map. The battle map is used to view the overall flow of the battle and positioning of each unit. More you is betterer, exactly. Morale is your army's buffs compared to army enemy buff. That's not a bad way to put it. With L2, you can turn the unit nameplates on and off. Please play with the nameplates. I don't know why you would ever turn this off. I will do it at some point in the playthrough and feel so sad. Just try to remember what button this is. Like, generals in this game are extremely, extremely important to know, so not having them on is such a big disadvantage, it's not even funny. Next up for the battle map, press triangle. I don't want to do that quite yet. So if I move around with the control stick, you can see it moves pretty quickly. Remember chat how I was complaining about Suikoden RTS? I can tell all my units to move from this screen and then go back to the battle screen as needed. So the game actually will pause for me in order to complete my real-time strategy. So I believe the enemy supply depot, which the game hasn't talked about yet, is in the upper right. I believe it is. If I destroy that, it will cripple their morale, and they'll slowly lose morale over time until everybody just flees, because they have 0 morale. Yeah, it's like... I basically want this on at all times. So right now I can hit the D-pad to select them. You can see I can see little arrows where they're assigned to go. We're basically going to be overriding where they go every mission. It's very rare I will let them stay in their default formation. The game is not letting me do anything with them yet, so I'm going to cancel with triangle.
Okay, then let's find Jia Hao Yuan.
Use the right stick to view the area around the unit. Pressing R3 will turn the camera to the original position. So I think this is kind of interesting. So if I look at the map, I won't necessarily see the enemy, because the unit itself has a limited vision, and I have to be facing the same direction as the enemy. However, that's not true if I use the control stick. I'll use this on occasion. So for example, if I hold really far forward, you can see that I can look around to see if I see the enemy anywhere. So far, the answer appears to be no. I just reset it for now.
I'm the one in your nightmares. Yeah.
There you go, chat. He is the one in your nightmares. So we have Zhang Fei, the sworn brother of Liu Bei. He's a pretty strong unit, but we'll see he's got a lot of character flaws. One, you entering the battlefield, presumably.
Charge! Red hair! Trample anyone in our way!
One, you... Basically, you could just call him the God of
Liu Bei,
War.
You should change your battle formations. If you want to find the enemy right away, then ring is a good one.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm never gonna change my formation just to find the enemy. There's a reason to use it, which will become more clear once we get into battle, but right now I don't need to do it. Anyway, here you choose your formation. Deep line with strong backups, especially useful during long drawn-out battles. Not super relevant. Ring, defensive formation, good against attacks from all directions. Flat, average formation allows you to quickly surround the enemy. I might use this one on occasion. Goose, excellent formation for making bow and crossbow attacks. We don't have any bow or crossbow units in this unit, so don't need to worry about that. Anyway, I guess we'll choose Ring for whatever reason. Changing a formation takes time in real time, so during this time I could get attacked while I'm reformat. Yeah, you can see all my individual units, which is kind of neat. So hopefully now it will let me find the enemy. Come on, tutorial. There's like one soldier in the right squad that wasn't in the right spot.
We've won here. It's ours, brother.
Forgive me, I lost. This never happened before.
He just lost off screen, I guess. Sucks to be him, chat. The green plates are Liu Bei's army units, the red are Cao Cao's.
So there, drinks for everyone.
It sounds like they're just going on a killing spree in the tutorial.
I knew they could do it. Now it's up to us, Liu Bei.
So we want to hear that little sound effect, the kind of sound effect, because that means we usually either beat a unit or we leveled up.
What you doing, idiot?
Please forgive me, but we have lost this battle.
I love the dialogue, chat.
Do I really have to? These guys are cake.
Do you mean they're toast? Himiko, I don't think that's the saying. Well, anyway, magic unit, chat. Magic units are a problem.
Fresh enemy units have arrived. You'd better find Jia Hao Yuan soon.
Zhang Fei's scouts have located Jia Han Yuan's unit.
I actually don't really want to fight him, so let's talk briefly about the goal of each battle. So, we want to kill as many units as possible for experience if we want to make the endgame a bit easier. Not technically needed on the first difficulty, we could kill the minimum number and still be fine. I like to show off the abilities of each unit, which we can't get unless they get more experience. So, for now, we'll follow the tutorial. But generally speaking, you will not see me advance on the main general first. I basically play with my food in this playthrough. We're playing
Fei
two.
has found Jia Hao Yuan.
Battle map is useful for pinpointing location of enemies who have been sighted. Okay, so now I think it's finally gonna let me redirect.
It's Jia Hao Yuan's unit.
Enemy comes within a set distance of one of your units. It appears on the battle map. We call this set distance your scout range. Scout range varies with your formation. Again, I don't really care most of the time.
Yes. Okay, then. Let's use mortar.
Oh, he's using mortar. That's not good for us. Anyway, he's got a special weapon. So special weapons get different cinematics. I think we're about to get wrecked here, chat.
Release.
I like the little cut-in, and it's also happening in the in-game graphics simultaneously. I thought that was pretty cool. Oh. Our people are getting nuked, chat. Well, we lost like half our army already. Not a good sign for us.
Yeah!
Everyone was picking on my daughters. They'll pay for that.
Hurry! You've got to take down Jia Hao Yuan.
Spoilers, I don't want to.
There's one more way you should learn to move a unit, so listen closely.
Yeah, tell me.
You'll need to know it for moving the unit long distances, so remember it.
Yes, I want to move on the battle map, please. Please unlock this feature. Choose objectives. With this, you can select where you want to go. If you're choosing your objective with the D-pad, press X to confirm your choice. Right, let's select our target destination. Select see how you want to press X. So technically, I could look for their supply depot. I don't think the game will let me do that. But for now, we'll chart a course. Technically, I would want him to come this way, but I think the game's auto-pathing. Yeah, like normally what you want to do is you want to sandwich units. So if I came and attacked him from the rear, it would actually put his army in disarray. Attacking from the front is stupid here. You will not see me do this on purpose. Like, this dumb. The reason you don't want to do this is your ally unit cannot really go through another unit, regardless if it's an ally or an enemy. So this will end up just wasting a lot of time because he's going to bump into the army and have to reposition. So don't do that when you actually get out of the tutorial. In order to attack an enemy unit, you must first close the distance, yada yada. If you're coming within a certain set distance, you automatically enter battle. Sandwich units. Welcome back, KSmania. Hope you're doing well. We're playing a ultra cheesy RTS. I think the actual display of the units is fairly impressive, I have to say. I haven't really played another game like this that also controlled like all of these units with the squad views and everything else. We're seeing the dramatic camera because I'm choosing to let it do it. This is not very helpful for the RTS portion though. Okay, please let me take control of the other unit. Oh, we're about to get nuked. So here we're seeing a general ability, chat. Say goodbye to our army. They're about to get zapped. Oh, she's bad at aiming her spell. She hit like 3 people? Yo, she's bad. How did she miss everybody? I love a little magic shield. Yeah, see, that barely did any damage. Wow, what a fail.
Do I see cowards here?
Okay, hopefully it'll let me take control of the other units. Here we go. Oh, we're not. Oh, it's initiating a duel. The game is just playing itself for a little bit.
In a glorious duel. Show what you're made of. If you choose to fight, then you choose to die.
So the way duels work is it's slightly based off of your war stat, which we haven't seen yet, and your morale. So if you have really high morale compared to the enemy, you'll almost always win the duel. Unfortunately, our morale is not better than his. So it's inevitable we lose this.
Oh, I had too much to drink.
Good job. Good job. Our team is failing without us, chat.
Did you expect me to really lose to the likes of you?
Ooh, and we lost almost half our morale. That is super bad. So now I think it's going to teach us how to take control of a general, presumably.
If you are willing to die, then you will never lose. Today's a bitter drink.
I can't believe Zhang Fei lost. Liu Bei, hurry!
Well, Zhang Fei is kind of a... He's kind of the disappointment in the family. I'm not really surprised about this. So, one thing that we'll see very soon in the tutorial, we can actually take direct control of our leader in the battle on top of that. So we have we have the area map, which is the whole map view. We have the squad view, which is what we're seeing now. But when we're in combat, we actually control the general, which we can use for special abilities, speaking of which.
They just don't give up. Take a stand and fight.
Get a good taste of Jia Hao Yuan.
Get a good taste, chat. It's very perfectly historically accurate. So you'll see us charge in, and then it'll zoom in, and I can actually
Leave
move
the
him
little
around.
guys to me, Liu Bei. You have to take down Jia Haoyuan.
And let us cover the battle commands. Oh, finally. This is where I want to play the game. Because if it's just an RTS, you know, you've probably seen them before. But the way it does the battle commands, in particular in these kind of squad/instanced combats, is so fun. But let's go ahead and go through some battle commands. When battle's entered, you start with the bird's eye view of the battlefield and the units on it. You can probably see the little color above our name. That's an ability we can use. Based off of the color, you can tell what kind of ability it is. So based off the fact that it's green, it's probably a support ability. If I had to guess, it's rally. It has been a while since I played the game, so sorry if I'm a little rusty with some things. But I do like this game quite a bit. Bird's eye view, you can watch the overall flow of battle. Now let us look more closely at the officers. Yes, please tell me how to swap officers. Use D-pad and select Liu Bei. Okay. So you can tell by the fact that Mei Sanyang has a different color icon. I believe that is a spell. I think it'll be Meteor Shower. We can see Jia Haoyuan previously used an attack on us with one of his command abilities, so you can see that that is removed from his list. So I can try to gauge what would be a good matchup based off of comparing what abilities they have versus what defenses I have. Right now, we don't have any defenses to what they have, so that's not really relevant. Although I'd like to point out, chat, that we definitely put ourselves in the ring formation, and it put us back in line formation, by the way, at some point, for some reason. Normally, the game will not do that. As you can see, pressing X takes you up close to the view of the officer. Using the officer view, you can issue orders to that officer. Oh yeah, we're gonna literally smack people. Don't worry about that, chat. Battle officers can be controlled directly. Use the D-pad to move the officer around. The music's pretty good here, so I'm gonna take control. So I did something the game didn't tell me to do yet. I wonder if it'll let me do it.
Are you going by yourself? I know that you want to look good, but you had better call some of your men to help you.
I'm already doing it. Yeah, I skipped ahead in the tutorial. So there's one thing you could do, which is kind of neat. And to press your advantage, you can press down on the D-pad in order to get people to gather around you. So that's what we're going to do now. Okay, it wouldn't let me charge because the game was being kind of mean to me. So depending on how many people we gather, we can end up getting an entire squad mowing down their squad. To be honest, it's probably better just to spam it. If they're confused or in disarray, which you'll see if they have a question mark, you can just charge them repeatedly and they die very, very quickly. So anyway, now we get the combat view of everybody lining up with me. I'm gonna press X. And you can see the number in yellows telling I initiated a special charge. So they'll lose more than normal. That's kind of neat. Of course, I could just bonk people randomly. Can I melee people yet, or are you not going to let me do that? Oh, you're not going to let me do that? Oh, no, you will. Okay, there we go. See, we can just slap people. I love it, Chad. Love this game.
Liu Bei, be careful. That Jia Haoyuan has something up his sleeve.
Is he going to raid us? Oh, charge. My bad.
Charge and lay down your lives.
So because we're in the flat formation, we're about to get wrecked by this, by the way, chat. Yeah, look at our foot soldiers. They're getting dunked. Yeah, we lost like half our army. That's not good. Yo, that one horseman, he's putting in the work. Oof.
Oh, his attack has unsettled our men. Now is the time to show everyone why you're the general and take control of this confusion.
Also, this is unintentionally one of the funnier parts of the game. So after being hit with a special maneuver, the troops will sometimes fall into a state of confusion. I said disarray, whatever. Repeatedly press X will help them recover from this condition. We'll do this moderately. Sometimes I'll just do this because it's better just to slap people, because it'll stop them from hitting other units, which keeps you alive longer. But anyway, if I mash X, this is the melee move. Funny enough, I could just melee my own people. So you just slap everybody. Like, listen, nobody's doing anything here. Truly, this builds the morale when your leader slaps you.
Down. I guess we can't underestimate Jia Haoyuan. But look, I'll use my magic to get back at them.
Everybody knows mashing cures confusion, you're right. Move your control to Mei. Please, please let me control this. This is one of my favorite parts of the game. Not playing Liu Bei, who cares about Liu Bei? So we gotta go back to Bird's Eye. Then we can select her with the D-pad, as we did with Liu Bei. She is hilariously...
Let's see how Jia Haoyuan likes one of my meteor showers.
No, she's nowhere near the enemy. Darn it, game, this is so inefficient. So, as you saw I can maneuver them in the battlefield, this is actually important because abilities are based off your current position. So she is in the middle of nowhere, so this is what we call a big whiff. So we're gonna hope that the game has kept the enemy somewhat near her, but it doesn't look like that's the case. Anyway, select Meteor Shower. Large boulders rise into the air and crush the enemy. Field of effect is highlighted on yellow. I know, that's why I didn't want her to do it out here, game. It's so bad. With D-pad, you can rotate the field to a certain extent, try to get as many enemies as possible. You didn't let me! Oh, so disappointing. Oh wait, maybe I can fix this. See, like, if she had just been, like, where I am now, I would have been in the perfect position. So the way the Meteor Shower works is that, like some RPG elements, depending on my magic level, the Meteor Shower will have a different animation. So we're gonna find out together if it's a low-ranking meteor, in which case she throws only a couple, or a higher-rank meteor, where she'll send a whole row of stones after the initial volley. There might be a level beyond that with the super meteor, but I could be misremembering. So anyway, we're gonna aim at her people because it's funny. So we'll know if... Oh, she's got a low level one. She's only got the mini rocks. Friendly fire, what's that exactly? I love them falling over in real time, though. That's kind of neat. So that did, like, nothing, because we're in a terrible position. But it might have confused them.
Hold your position.
Oh, the enemy is very stubborn. It's your turn, Liu Bei, to show some of your strength.
Once you use the special maneuver, it becomes unavailable for a time. Oh, I didn't really talk about that. It'll probably talk about it coming back over time. It's easier to lower the morale of troops in a state of confusion. If morale falls to 0, troops begin to panic and flee. Yeah. See, we're like halfway through our morale meter, so we're going to lose, as is. The game is presumably going to force me to play... Oh! Maybe pick somebody else. Oh, we're getting dunked on by Himiko. Nice. Enemies not serving for points of meteor. So she's showing you what high-level magic looks like. We will be able to do everything she does here eventually. Well, anyway, this one is also one of my favorites. Chat, they're getting sucked into the void. Poor horsemen. Oh, the other guy's trotting towards the edge. Oh, he's going in. Oh, they're about to get crunched, chat. And they are officially no longer in the battlefield. Goodbye. Rest in peace, most of that army, by the way. Wow, it's like almost all red soldiers. So he lost a lot of people there. Holy, he lost half his people.
Yeah, we're sweet.
What's going on there? But I never lose.
Yeah, indeed. Come on, let me control other people.
It's a cake. We've as good as won.
What? Guan Yu has lost as well? This cannot go on, Liu Bei.
This cannot go on, chat. Here we go. Cutscene.
Captain of the Han Imperial Bodyguard, Zhao Yun! I fight for the Emperor's royal clan and Lord Liu Bei!
Dramatic entrance, chat.
What? The Emperor's clan? I don't know what you're talking about. But I can always use another ally. I am grateful, Zhao Yun.
Why is it not letting me cancel the view? Do I have to control myself right now? I don't want to, though. There we go. Oh, it did it because he's ambushing. Okay, I was wondering why it forced me into the combat view. Anyway, so now he's joined up with the fight the same enemy, which caused automatic confusion. I know, you gotta get the line out real quick in slow-mo. So he's gonna start losing morale and troops really fast. Initiate the maneuver raid, use the D-pad to control the path of the officer. All who the officer comes in contact with will be overrun. There's a time limit, however, so choose your path wisely. Also, this is one of my favorite abilities. Oh, the game is forcing it on me. Wait, why did you aim it that way, game? Look, the enemies are over here. I don't know why you made me face that way. That wasn't me, by the way, chat. I would not just aim it randomly. Anyway, let's kill our own men because it's funny.
Take a lot more than that to stop Xiao Yu.
Come on. This ends the explanation of the battle controls. Press R2 to see the control guide whenever you have questions about the controls. Nah, I think I'm good. Enjoy the game. No, I don't want to. Can't tell me what to do. So, let's use our rally. So we don't get crushed in morale.
Everyone, fight with honor.
That should fix our morale problem. Yeah, we're basically back at full. So we're actually gonna exit back to the map view. So because the enemy is so crushed on morale, what we should do here to take advantage of it, let's duel, let's force a duel. So enemies don't have to accept the duel, they get a small penalty if they reject it, and we gain a small bonus. However, if they accept the duel and lose, it can outright kill them, depending on the duel. So let's go. There's no, oh, but he's not fighting an enemy officer. Oh, that's so sad. So I can't force the duel because he's not technically fighting the officer. So because we split him in two, the first person that engages the unit will fight the enemy general, the other person will fight their sub-generals. So potentially in one squad, I could have multiple generals, as we saw before, but the other enemy doesn't have multiples, so I can't show off duel here, unless I disengage. Whatever. We'll just slap our own units for a little bit, it's fine. Yeah, we're gonna force some charges here, since they're so low on troops. There's no reason not to do this. Sorry about that, chat. Thought that was turned off. Anyway, it's pretty much GG. It's a tutorial. It's pretty hard to lose. I'm sure you could try. Yeah, at this point, it's just a formality. There's like that many of our ally units to his, like, what, 5 there? So yeah, it's over. You think I could do with Leo Bay while we're waiting here? I guess I could tell him to charge. Let's gather people up and then stomp them. We basically just ran the enemy general. So he's already at red, which is nice. I don't think I need to do anything else. We'll just finish it then. Again, we're gonna do this to force our allies to be more aggressive. As you can see, their morale is plummeting as we completely outnumber them. The enemy has been defeated. We attain fame and experience. So the game doesn't really explain this portion as well as it probably should. Fame actually determines how many troops you have for any given general. So if you want more soldiers, you probably should be taking fame events. I feel like that is not super clear that the game does that. Just FYI.
The enemy general has been defeated. We've won.
We've won, chat.
They drove off Cao Cao's onslaught in just the merest heartbeat. So there, I guess my eyes were not deceiving me.
Thank you, Xiao Yang.
Back me up. Send a messenger to Zhu Chang.
That scream from him was something.
Well done, men.
Victory is ours!
You have survived the tutorial. Yay, we did it, chat.
Brothers, we've won! Yes! Why stop? Let's attack that scum Cao Cao's camp!
Not just yet. First of all, we track down Diao Chan. After that, we can fight.
We have managed to capture all of the enemy's provisions. This really gives us the upper hand.
New base forces have increased from 7 to 9. Each unit has been strengthened. New base supplies increased from 8 to 13. Each unit's morale has increased. So, troop number is not necessarily the end-all be-all in this game. Morale is one of the strongest factors. So whenever we have the chance to mess with enemy morale, we're more likely to take that than not when given the choice. New base military skill increased from 7 to 12. Each unit is closer to advancement. So depending on our military skills, we'll potentially get upgraded units, so our soldiers will be better equipped, if I recall correctly. All officers who survived the battle have gained experience. I'm hoping not to lose any officer at all at any point in the playthrough, but we'll see. There's a battle coming up actually really early in the playthrough that I'm probably gonna greed on, and I think them losing like one general there is not a big problem, as I'll be getting so much XP from that fight that I'm not supposed to win. But anyway, we'll get to that later.
By the way, I have taken a promising young man into my family. Will you meet with him?
I am Guan Ping. I am more than happy to join your army. My father and I are honored to serve you.
This is our little battle results screen. And finally, we get a plot interlude. The plot interlude I'm not as interested in. We can make fun of it as much as you want. It deserves it.
Liu Bei, can you hear me? Liu Bei?
Diao Chan! Diao Chan!
Liu Bei!
Diao Chan, I was so worried about you!
I knew it! Oh, I knew you would look in the crystal!
Where are you? Tell me!
I don't know. I'm kept locked inside of here, although... I suspect it's the capital.
The capital.
Liu Bei, I feel very...
Diao Chan, are you alright?
Liu Bei?
Diao Chan, what happened? Are you alright? Diao Chan! Mei San Yang, bring her image back, I beg you!
I cannot. The sorceress has blocked the power of the crystal. It will only work again when she has been defeated once and for all. Then her strength will wane. But I'm afraid until then...
Will you save the game at this point? Sure. I like how they say the crystal won't work, but see, that's not quite the case. So we have gotten to the post-battle. We return to the game, sure. We'll clear at least, I think, 2 more battles. Battle of Runan.
The Battle of Ju ends in victory for Liu Bei, and Jia Hao Yuan is pushed back to Juchang. Cao Cao has no time to launch a counterattack on Liu Bei. Yuan Shao is now in a position to attack Jia Hao Yuan in Juchang. Temporarily free from the threat of attack by Cao Cao and his army, Liu Bei concentrates his efforts on preparing his troops in Ju for the next battle.
Liu Bei, listen for a moment. Look, this is important.
Oh.
Wow.
What's that?
It's
Wow,
very
Liu Bei.
obvious that Cao Cao's army is much stronger than our own. It's also obvious that they grow stronger with every passing day.
Exactly. We must strike quickly.
Brother, we have 3 suggestions. We ask that you consider them seriously, if you would.
Please listen, then choose the one which you feel strongest about.
Good idea. Share your thoughts with me. Go ahead.
All right, we'll give you some ideas.
I shall begin.
Okay, so let's listen to their ideas and we'll talk a little bit about what
Our
we should
army
pick.
has too many raw recruits with too little training. The soldiers will need more discipline if they are to meet Cao Cao's army in battle.
They say there's a man-eating tiger in Zhu. It might be worth my going. I could kill this tiger for them. It will not be too difficult.
Even in a place like Zhu, there are still families going hungry. If we were to send out a call, it's possible many of their men will join us.
My brother, what's your decision?
Unit info. I don't think I've ever done that before. Oh, I can look at the enemy info. So right now, they completely outnumber us. They have better supplies than us. They have more technology than us. To be expected. So potentially early in the game, I could go for recruit troops. Kill man-eating tiger means that since Zhang Fei offered to do it, his unit would end up with a lot more troops. That's not a terrible idea. So I can do spread, low troop numbers, not a big difference. Higher troops on an important unit, not a bad idea. Or I could train the troops. I think whenever I'm not sure, I'm gonna choose train the troops over some of the other options. But I think because my troop numbers are actually so low right now, I might just go for the general recruit. And this might be one of the only times in the playthrough I pick this option. The reason being is that I need to be able to survive enemy specials, and right now I'm kind of on the fence with it. So I'm going to play it a little safe here. Going forward, we'll be training them. I feel like training the troops is not the best strategy regardless, just because I'd rather train some of the later characters. Right now, we have characters that are good enough without it. I think I just need cannon fodder. We're going to go with cannon fodder. One other thing is they might offer to take things away from the enemy. Reducing the enemy troop count is actually a big no-no. Don't ever take away enemy troop numbers. You would think that that would make the most sense to do if you could remove like even 10 to 15% of the enemy's troops, because they will always outnumber you. What the game does not tell you is that if your abilities don't kill, I think it's either literally 2,000 or between 2,000 and 3,000 troops. Whenever you do one of those special general commands, your abilities will not level up. So by removing troops, you decrease the chances of you actually being able to level up, and you actually make the game harder by reducing their troops. It sounds very counterintuitive, and people that play it for the first time would probably pick those options. We will not be picking those options.
I agree. Let's do it.
Okay. I'm setting up for a harder scenario in the future, so I want to see how many troops we get out of this for my reference. I'm hoping at least 600 per, but we'll see. Because again, our troop count is super
These
low.
men are our new recruits.
That's exactly how much I wanted. Right, Tat? So that's going to give me more time to pull out of ambushes and other such things. So this is fine. I'm okay with this number.
In the ongoing struggle for control of the north, fighting between Cao Cao and Yuan Shao reaches a standoff in Guandu. Liu Bei sees this as an opportunity to advance on the weakened capital of Zhuchang and plans an attack. His army proceeds from Runan to Zhuchang, which Cao Cao has already vacated.
Dao Chan, be strong. I'm on my way. Dao Chan's a commoner. You have royal blood.
What do you mean, royal blood?
Lady Mei San Yong, Liu Bei is the only living relative of the young emperor. If anything happens to the royal child, he will inherit the Han Empire.
How does that happen?
Now Cao Cao has taken advantage of the child emperor, seizing power for himself. He must be stopped, or else the empire will fall.
The Han Empire, who cares?
On you! Where is Zhang Fei? He's been out scouting for too long. Yes, he should have been back by now, brother. I'm worried.
There you go, chat.
Mei Mei, I will avenge your death. On that, I give my word.
Chunko meat.
Zhang Fei! What are you doing? Come on! You idiot! It's not a holiday!
What?
able to anticipate our attack.
All units, hold! Hold!
Here we go.
Damn it! They anticipated our strike.
We'll see this table a
This
lot.
can't go on. Xiao Chan will be lost, and will be destroyed.
Listen, my brother.
What?
Those who fail to plan to fail. We must slow down and plan our strategy.
Let's hold a war council.
Council?
Yes, my lord. A council. To review our current position in detail. Then we plan our strategy for the future.
Please allow us to first share our thoughts with you. Then you will decide.
I'll listen to your counsel and consider your words. Now begin.
Our scouts have brought back reports. There are units by the mountains.
Okay. So, they said that it's being led by Zun Yu. I do not want to kill this character first. I acknowledge I could end the map very quickly by focusing every unit of where he is. The game has even shown me where he is. I want experience, though, so we're not going to do that.
Our victory will be achieved by routing the forces led by General Jun Yu. If we are forced to retreat, then we have lost.
I agree. Tell me what options there are.
Brother, please listen to my plan. I'll chew these units like chicken wings. While I am fighting, the provisions warehouse will also be safe. The rest of you can then take out General Zhun Yu.
Wrong. I am the one to do it. Assign this to me, my lord. I am better suited to stop those units. Then you and the others can surround and attack Xun Yun, Lord Liu Bei.
My brother, what is your decision?
So we do have a choice here. I'm just double checking something. So generally speaking, whenever you get a choice like this, we should be considering a couple of things. Whether or not one of the strategies offers something different compared to the other one. So both of these just involve delaying the enemy. I guess it's a question of who do we think can hold off the enemy the easiest. Zhang Fei could be okay on the left side. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna make Zhao Yun move forward, because I think he's the better of the two generals. It's a little unfortunate it didn't give us time to look over Zhao Yun before he joined us. But I'm pretty sure he's just a better general. So we know, for example, Zhang Fei maybe has like one or two things going for him. Guan Yu I know is very good. Zhao Yun has duel and other things, and these are both very weak generals, comparatively. Yu Zhen could be a problem for us. We'll see. So anyway, I think I'm going to go with this strategy. Now, we'll see that some will offer to change the terrain or change other things. So let's go with Zhao Yun's plan, I think, here. What's the difference between confirm and okay?
I am better suited to stop those units.
Well, we could get more explanation.
Then you and the others can surround and attack Xun Yun, Lord Liu Bei.
Okay, so if I want to hear the plan again, I could do that.
I'll chew these units like chicken wings.
I love the like chicken
While I am
wings comment.
fighting, the provisions warehouse will also be safe. The rest of you can then take out General Zhun Yu.
Their provision might be on the northern half of the map. Might be beyond the bridges. I'm gonna just choose Zhao Yun first. I don't think this one really matters that much. Some of the strategies make a really big difference, and I'm gonna spend more time deliberating, but I think for this is fine.
I've made my decision. To battle!
He really wants chicken wings, Chan.
Yes, sir.
Zhang Fei is definitely always hungry. So usually we plan a strategy, but there's also a complication. We can expect that in some of the battles. So even though it gives us a good idea of how much we're going against, that doesn't mean that's all we're going against. Or if the enemy has a counter plan that could come into play. So we're gonna see if the enemy has done anything to us in their little planning stage before we begin. I do love the normal music of this game, though.
Well, then the time for combat has arrived. Of course, you haven't forgotten our strategy, have you?
I have. It's okay. I don't really care. I thought you said the tutorial was done. Right, Chad? It told me enjoy the game, and it put me in another tutorial. Oh, Kessen II. I thought we were done with you. The battle begins. Units will carry out their objectives as instructed by the War Council. Again, we're going to be overriding these at least 90% of the time. In fact, I want to do that right now. Units will move to their target location without any further instruction needed. You're not going to let me cancel it, are you? You're so rude.
So far, everything's according to plan. But what about all the other units? You curious?
Just let me play. Be able to view not only the Grand Commander's troops, but the others as well. Let us look at another unit. I know.
Of course, we do have to worry about that hothead.
Tutorial, come on. Yeah, I know how to switch between units. It's fine. We'll press L1 and R1 to do it. You reach the unit, press circle. Oh, it even did that for me. I didn't even have the pleasure of pressing those buttons. Okay. It's just rude.
Ha! Anyway, he looks fine for now. However, if Zhang Fei goes and does something stupid, it's up to you to stop him.
I don't know if we could stop his stupidity, to be honest. Using a method, you can look on each unit, giving them orders as necessary. The unit indicating unit panel is the unit you must be issuing orders to. But also the same as those for Liu Bei. However, note you cannot directly control a unit that has been given a specific objective. Sort of true. Sort of.
While everyone else should follow the strategy as planned, your discretion as a general is also important. If instructions are needed that are not in the strategy, then you'll need to give them new orders on your own.
Yes, I want to do that. Please let me do that. I'm going to teach you one of the most gimmicky things in this game. We can already do it in this battle. Chat can maybe guess what the gimmick is if they saw the map layout earlier. Units who have fulfilled their objectives or objectives have been aborted can be given orders. To abort the current strategy, press triangle and select abort battle plan. I want to.
For now, you just follow the strategy as it's laid out.
No, I don't want to follow the strategy. I don't want to follow their strategy. I have a better plan. Game, please. Officers will not use their special abilities without your specific command. So yes, you have to actually aim at all of their abilities. There is one exception to the rule. If the enemy uses magic against you and you have a defensive ability, you are allowed to do it remotely. That's the exception to the rule. You must carefully evaluate battle conditions to decide when to use those abilities. Game, please.
It's all up to you. Always be aware of what's going on around you.
Oh,
and
I
most
am.
importantly, give everyone the orders that best fit the situation.
Oh, I'm gonna give an order if you let me. Come on. This concludes the briefing on how to control other units in your command. Game, please.
Liu Bei, you absolutely have to protect your storehouse, understand?
I get it, May.
mean, a soldier fights for food. So if you were to lose your storehouse, then they won't want to fight.
If the supply compound, the officers recover their special abilities faster. The closer the officer is to the compound, the faster the recovery. Also, destroying an army's supply compound results in a large drop in morale. You're at a big disadvantage if your supply compound is destroyed, so be careful.
If you find the enemy's storehouse, the best thing to do is destroy it. If we can somehow get a unit close to their storehouse, the soldiers will attack it on their own.
Yeah, we could do that in this battle, technically. I don't really want to, though. On the other hand, destroying the enemy compound gives you a huge advantage. Destroy the supply compound, first you have to find it. Yeah, so it's either directly where the general started in the upper right, or it's where the other officers started. It's only in one of two possible locations on this map, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it randomizes where it is, I just haven't played in a while. And there's not really good maps for this game, unfortunately. When a unit moves next to the enemy compound, they immediately start to attack it. Yeah, that's fine. This concludes the briefing on supply compound. Just let me control. I want to enjoy the rest of the game. Hold on. Actually, let me do this. Send orders to each unit. Yeah, I don't want either of you doing anything, actually. I got a little fun surprise for the enemy chat. So, Regardless what the game tries to tell you, I could send Liu Bei over there if I wanted to. We'll have Liu Bei as a backup. Zhao Yun, you're probably good as is. So, Chan, I'm going to teach you a magical thing called bridges. Do you want to know what bridges do, chat? It forces, if there's multiple enemy units, to cross the river, which they cannot cross normally, to go one at a time across the bridge. So, chat, what happens if I put all of my ally units at one end of the bridge, and they can only put one enemy unit on the bridge at a time? Let's witness to see what happens when that happens. So, yeah, they're just gonna come back. It's fine. So, bridges are the ultimate cheese in this game. Bridges are so overpowered. Please nerf the bridges. So you can see we're doing a full retreat. I'm not sending all 3 generals across the bridge. What am I, dumb? I'm gonna cross this bridge. Yeah, you should get in a special bridge crossing animation. Yeah, crossing bridge. Yun's heading for target location, that's fine. Dramatic bridge crossing. As you can see, it takes a while for them to cross. We could get interrupted crossing the bridge, which would be the worst case scenario. We're gonna switch targets. So we're gonna spin Guan Yu around, I think, a little bit if we're able. So generally speaking, I want to move people in the... Oops. Gotta get used to the controls. I'm gonna move people on the map itself. I'm used to X being, like, confirm, but it just exits the map. It's circle to tell them what to do. I have to remember that. So I could take a look at our army count. You can see we actually have more morale and troops than them, which is kind of sad, to be honest. But we're gonna tell Guan Yu to turn around. Zhang Fei will keep going here. Zhang Fei eventually I want over here. So we can basically cherry pick who should be getting experience. I probably don't want Liu Bei to get experience for a little bit. I want Zhang Fei and Guan Yu to level up. In the meantime, I guess we can have a happy little journey with Zhao Yun. See what he's up to. So funny enough, chat, he's already moving to block off the bridge. If I look really close, I can actually see the enemy army attempting to cross the bridge. I'm gonna override his objective. So we know the enemy's going to be there no matter what. So that is the advantage of taking control of them. You can see a little bit further than it's supposed to tell you. Ideally, we're gonna get into a fight really close to the bridge to stop them from crossing. Zhang Fei, how far across this bridge are you? Well, the PS2 lag, quote unquote. Okay, so he just finished crossing then. Okay, so all we need to do with him is directly take control and rotate him. That way I don't... Because you can get back attacked in this game. You have to be careful. So we're just gonna spin him around, chat. Oh, look, we located the enemy. It would be such a shame if they couldn't cross that bridge.
Ready. Now attack.
Dramatic shockwave, chat. It is a very, very good choke point. So Guan Yu has some really powerful abilities. He's easy to level. I'm gonna try to level Zhang Fei a little bit and then sub him out. Once he's done fighting the other enemy, I'm gonna try to move him out of combat. If the enemy does cross the bridge, it doesn't really matter because I could still force them to clog the bridge. Remember, as I said before, enemy units can't really go through, or our units can't go through our own units. Their units can't go through either. So they can still block the bridge even if they go across. And if they do go fully across, that means that I can surround them in a 3v1 in a very unfair scenario. So I'm gonna very briefly switch to Liu Bei. And the reason I want to do this is because if the enemy move a little bit like this, I'm actually gonna back up Zhang Fei slightly. He's actually too close. I'm gonna make him back up slightly, and then we're oh. Stop that. And we're gonna make him... Is there a better way to do multiple orders? Oh, it's just this menu, okay. tell me what's happening. No. So, can we force Guan Yu to get closer? We can make him a little closer. Let's try this. So I want the enemy unit to go across. I could force him to leave battle, but I think it's just better go to him if it lets me. Alright, so we can see we're charging into battle. So we actually have higher morale than they do, but we're gonna absolutely crush them. Are you ready, chat? They're so dead.
Move it or I'll end your miserable life.
I don't know why they charge with their archers. That seems like a terrible idea, honestly. So based on the number of enemy units hit, I'll do a lot of damage. And I killed a lot of archers just then. So we killed way more than 2k, but I think it was just a little shy. Let's initiate a duel now that they're demoralized.
Feast your eyes on the great might that people call Xiao Yun.
What? Fight with you?
I think he rejected the duel, which is fine. I don't care if he rejects. It just means our morale is almost double his. And now we could just take control for a little bit and just do a couple charges here. So since they're confused, you'll see their numbers drop rapidly. So they are completely hosed as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, they got absolutely destroyed. And because I'm forcing them to charge, we're in a good position. Even though I'm not charging anything in particular, I'm forcing our allies to charge, which is why their numbers are dropping so dramatically. So even though they had 2 units here, we basically half their health, half their morale, and they're basically dead. Case in point. I assume when I take control of the other units, but I figure while they're confused, I just push my advantage. So you see Xiao Yun's morale is actually increasing because he's just completely overwhelming them. So even if he gets assistance here, it doesn't really matter. Like, we have won this so thoroughly, it's not even funny right now. Okay, so now I want to play as the other character.
Lord Liu Bei, my name is Shao Kang. My men and I have come to help you save and rebuild the Han Empire.
Oh, that's kind of awkward. I don't really want him there.
Ah, so many fine and brave men. Oh, just look at the sight. All here to march in glory with the great Lord Liu Bei. The Han Empire will triumph.
The Xiao Yun's morale is completely capped, so he's basically not going to lose. Let's go to the high level. The enemy is... Oh, we are engaging them. Didn't think we were. Oh, I didn't realize we were. So I could duel, which we have a good chance of winning. I might as well do it. We have more than double their morale.
I'll give you the honor of a duel with me. What do you say?
I can't just leave my men.
Oh, he rejected the duel. Unfortunate. But we crushed their morale even more, if you could believe it. Yeah, unfortunately duels don't always work, which is kind of sad. Okay, where's our other unit? There they are. Chat. Sure, it would be a shame if all their units were in a concentrated area. What a shame, chat.
Fire!
This should be basically GG for this unit. It was already at half morale. And I think we even had more troops than they did. Poor soldiers. There's basically nobody alive on the bridge anymore. Holy, that destroyed them. So we'll take control of Zhang Fei briefly and just tell him to charge repeatedly. So again, this unit is basically dead. So what I could do here, I could force this unit to wait a little bit. Please don't actually attack the enemy. So their supply depot is back here. I could slip them around the back if I want to. I'm gonna hold still so the enemy doesn't see me, actually. Like that is actually legitimately what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm gonna stop using circle. The game taught me the wrong thing. So I think at this point I just end combat. I don't think it really matters who I play as. I guess I'll play Zhang Fei. But we've basically won. There's nothing they can really do. Love the close-up cam as we charge. So believe it or not, even though they got 3K, I don't think they'll get even to 1,000 before they give up, because they're outnumbered and confused still. And we hilariously outnumber them. And the other enemy unit is almost dead already. But they're still confused. Again, this is just crushing the morale. We're almost double their number. I'm trying to see what the enemy leader is doing, if he's just hanging around. I don't know if he saw our other general. I held still, so nothing seems to be happening at least. I heard somebody get their abilities back. That might have been Zhao Yun. Oh no, Lulu got it back. Wait a minute. Oh, because I'm so close to the storehouse. Oh, that's gross. Oh no, this is more effective than it should be.
Fire!
So anyway, the enemy general can't cross the bridge because this general is here. And we're so close to the storehouse, I got volleyed twice. So I think this is GG, chat. I think this is just outright GG. Like, get outplayed. Like, actually just completely outplayed. So if they weren't confused before, there's like 1 or 2 units left on the bridge. Yeah, it's beyond over. I feel kind of bad for them, really. Anyway, they're in red morale, which means they'll lose automatically given enough time. But let's speed up the process a little bit. I think we could do a little better, right, chat? So I want to give Guan Yu the next set of XP. Just because I think those units will have to hold their own. Zhao Yun should get a decent amount here, which is fine. But wow, we lost basically nobody. They just got embarrassed on the bridge. That's what they should rename the battle to. Anyway, I'm just gonna spin in circles. Fight's over. So what I could do here, I'm gonna move our character out of the way. Zhao Yun has almost killed his unit without having any interference from the enemy. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a lot of... Oh, he just defeated the enemy. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a lot of abilities, so what I'm gonna do...
Lord Guan Yu, Lord Zhang Fei, Lady Mei Sun Young. We have an unrivaled army. However, to gain the upper hand requires a warlord with both strategy and magic.
Okay. I don't know why he gave us a plot conversation. Well, anyway, let's retreat him. So that way he could get his abilities back faster. Although I think he's gonna get intercepted here, unfortunately. Maybe I have to do this fight. So we'll engage and then we'll retreat. I think that might be the better call, rather than us get ambushed. It looks like the enemy general is too scared, quote me, to cross the bridge. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't want to cross this bridge either. I don't blame them for that. So yeah, we're just gonna go in something like this. What I actually want to do... I want to set up a little ambush of my own over here. This character, I don't even know what they have on them. They're just going to be here to confuse the enemy. So one thing the game kind of talks about is the fact that if multiple units enter battle, it can potentially confuse the enemy. To see how we're engaging battle here, I want to disengage and retreat here. want to be out of this battle. We should be fine. We're not going to lose a lot of troops or morale for retreating here. We're going to wait for our units to cross the bridge, and we're going to end the fight. As I said before, I could use Zhao Yun potentially to go kill their supply depot, since you can see this guy is, like, decently tanky, but his morale is terrible. So he should still lose faster than we do. But anyway, I wanna hit him with the old trickery. So what can so I should have been moving Liu Bei actually this whole time. Is he moving? No, why is he not moving? Oh, there's people in the way. He can't move. Like, I was wondering what was happening. Oh well, I should have told him to go to the left side. So what can happen, chat, is that if an ally unit comes in and ambushes the enemy, what'll happen is that it will split the forces, making it easier to defeat them. But more importantly, it will demoralize them. So even if I have that other unit then retreat, the damage is already done. It's just a war of morale. So I could just repeatedly ambush him over and over and not actually do that much damage, and that will also force him to retreat. We'll be doing that fairly often, I think, at the playthrough. So right now I'm just baiting him. I'm trying to move closer to the storehouse so I get more of my abilities back. So we're basically just waiting for duel, essentially. I want to come like this way somewhat. Hopefully I don't have to turn too much here. There we go. Getting back attacked, I think, could be bad for us, but we move pretty quick. As I said before, we're just stalling for his abilities to recover. Liu Bei is moving. We're gonna show some trickery. So leveling up magic on Liu Bei would actually be pretty good. I don't think I need Zhao Yun to level more. So at this point, we're just looking to surprise the enemy. So I'm gonna move like over here. We want Liu Bei to start the fight and then Zhao Yun to interfere, because I want to give Liu Bei the experience, I think. So basically, we're just waiting on Guan Yu to cross the bridge. I'm gonna go briefly to Zhao Yun to see where the enemy is relative to him, and then we're just gonna keep walking. If they're running this way, the enemy should be, oh, literally in parallel with us. Oh, they're catching up to us. Oh no, we're barely pulling ahead, so I shouldn't move too much. This should be fine. So even though we technically don't see them on the radar, I do see them. I'm gonna make sure Liu Bei actually intercepts this army, or else this will be bad for us. So we're gonna tell him to move like this. We'll take manual control of Liu Bei, and then we'll take manual control of Zhao Yun. We can take our time with the other enemy. As I said before, I like to play with my food a little bit in this game. I like to show them who's boss, chat. But this should let me see the enemy here. Yeah, so we should be able to engage. I'm gonna tell myself to engage. And we're gonna absolutely destroy the morale. It'll be like a big prank on them, chat. The Zhao Yun just needs to move far enough that he doesn't get in this fight, and then we're immediately gonna tell him to get in the fight. And because both of them are so close to the storehouse, we should be good. Here we go. Special cinematic since we went to battle.
How much longer till we rescue Yao Chan?
It's not exactly the war cry you think it is, Liu Bei. Alright, so now we're gonna pull a big old prank on the enemy, chat. You ready for it?
I will always help a friend when he is in need.
So he said that because I'm directly assisting, and because I'm so close, it should take like 0 seconds. So let's witness the battle as is with Liu Bei for a moment. We're not doing too bad here. We do have a spellcaster here. But before the enemy gets to do too much, what I should do is something like this. Let's see if we can kill enough people. I could have waited a little more, but it's fine. We'll go for it once. Oh, I think the enemy moved quite a bit. Oh no, I got them towards the end. That's not too bad. I could have waited a bit more. Okay, this is fine. So I won't level up from this, however, you'll see in a moment. This is gonna destroy the morale. So now we join the fight, so it's gonna cripple their morale. And the funny thing is, Zhao Yun really doesn't need to do anything. He's almost getting one of his abilities back, thanks to him pulling back. So if possible, I'd like him to duel. But we'll see what he gets back. What ability did he... Oh, did he get duel for real? Okay. In that case... Hold on, now we're gonna play a big prank. Now we're gonna tell Liu Bei to leave then. I want to see if I can force the duel. And I guess while we're messing around, I guess I could tell our units to actually engage the enemy. Let's go up here. I want Guan Yu to actually do something, so we'll take control of Guan Yu briefly. Actually, speaking of which, let me do it this way. This should just be a big prank. We'll move him a little further forward. Once Guan Yu engages, I'll Zhang Fei charge.
Leave it to me.
I just need to make sure Zhang Fei is out of the way of Guan Yu, and then we're good. That's why I'm having him move ever so slightly. So we're gonna hit him with all of our abilities first, and then we're gonna dunk him with the other units. Now I think at this point, because this unit is so far away, we're gonna give like a couple of seconds so they get a little closer. Okay, so they're gonna meet up. Here we go, chat. The big prank incoming. Oh, you thought you were just fighting Guan Yu? Cool. Oh, no. Oh, that's not what I wanted it to do. Come on. We'll learn. Why is X confirmed? Or like cancel confirms. It's very weird. Like it both confirms and also closes the menu, which I don't think it should do that. But anyway, let's select Zhang Fei and tell him to come over here. We're actually gonna alter his path slightly. I want him to come over here, and then I want him to go in. We're just waiting for Liu Bei to leave the other fight, and then we're good. Alright, so Guan Yu's about to go in. Let's take control. Guan Ping has no abilities, which is kind of terrible. I could force a duel here if I wanted to. I'm gonna wait until Zhang Fei joins the battle, actually, if that's all that is. Now that this character has moved over, what I want to do is now they should not crowd each other out. Need to remember, don't hit circle. It told me circle, and it is throwing me off every time. I apologize for the menuing. Let's go and press circle here, not on the other menu, and then go here. What's it before? Let's interfere. So he should be able to go sideways. Now we'll have Liu Bei come back in, because it's a big prank. Again, all we're doing is just wrecking their morale over and over. Without really losing anybody. Speaking of not losing anybody, let's see if they're willing to duel.
Don't try to hide. Feast your eyes on the great might that people call Zhao Yun.
I'm afraid I can't oblige.
Oh, that's not a character that will normally duel. But anyway, we're crushing his morale even more, if you can believe it, chat. Look at that, he's below half, and he has the same number of troops as us, more or less. Pretty embarrassing for him, I must say. I just need Zhang Fei to just get in the battle already, so I can duel. Here we go, I think they're almost in position now. Anyway, this battle should basically resolve itself. Liu Bei just looking at how to charge. Alright, so now I'm gonna fix his order and then we're gonna duel. Because if the other officer accepts it all, it's instant game over as far as I'm concerned. They should not be able to win that duel.
Yes, I will go there now.
Now we have them completely surrounded. Just need Zhang Fei to move better. Come on, Zhang Fei. I guess the ring formation is useful in a sense that I could have... If they're in the ring formation, it's easy for them to change directions compared to the other stances. But yeah, this enemy is so hosed. Zhang Fei also got his ability back. Interesting. So yeah, this enemy should be in complete disarray at this point. He's completely outnumbered. Zhao Kang has no abilities, so we don't want him really doing anything. Can I just do like a quick volley with Li or Lu? Yeah, let's do this. This should demoralize them, and then I'll duel him, and this should be GG. Yeah, we're just playing with them now, Chan. It's very mean. There's basically nobody fighting them now. I killed basically all of them there. Anyway, that should tank their morale pretty heavily. A little more troops lost, I think. Rank over. Let's have... We'll see if we can find the enemy supply depot. I mean, I think the fight might end before that. We'll look about here, see if we can find it. Then let's go to Zhao Yun, who is completely crushing this enemy, by the way. Oh, he's got no other abilities to use. Oh well, we gotta win with pure numbers. Oh, we got another one of these. I mean, maybe I could go for one more meteor. See what happens. We'll try it. We'll go for one more meteor. So I'd rather group them together because that'll let me get for more kills. Unfortunately, I don't think they have enough troops for me to do it. But we'll see. Oh yeah, speaking of which. I think it's duel time. We've pretty much slapped their morale to nothing.
Is there no one who will fight against me here?
You can't expect a duel with the likes of a general?
Wow, are we not getting a single duel early? That's so unlucky. Wow. Well, I mean, they're super dead regardless. Like, apparently this is the session of rejection. Anyway, they should just lose outright. We outnumber them completely. Now even just Guan Yu by himself outnumbers them. It's not looking good for them, chat. Okay, so let's go to Liu Bei. Let's try to finish them with the spell. So unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to level my spell. I misaimed it a little bit. We could have leveled spell, I think, once at this point. Ooh, if I reposition, I might be able to get basically all of them. Yeah, let's reposition slightly. Come on, out of the way, out of the way. Gotta do it before the enemy concedes. Right, chat? There we go. There's a lot of enemies there. We'll do something like this, maybe. See how many people we can get with this. So unfortunately, doing multiple spells, if it doesn't hit the kill threshold, it doesn't store it or remember how many you've killed total. So you just have to kill that many, period. So it's a way of the game to try to stop you from power leveling too much. That was actually a pretty good meteor shower. That hit a lot of people. Unfortunately, their troop size is terrible. So even though that hit most of them, it just didn't matter. Unfortunate. We need to make sure that this unit dies before Guan Yu's one, otherwise we won't get experience for this unit, which would be very sad. We're almost done though. Okay. How's our other bridge crosser going? We see the enemy supply depot from here. Take a look. Senang has learned Bull. Nice. I don't see their supply depot anywhere yet. Could be... I mean, it could technically be over here. I'll look briefly. We'll orient them and see if I can see it. But I think the other enemy is just super dead.
You're wide open!
Thank you, Espedra Studios. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, this fight is over. I don't have to do anything else. I just wanted to rub it in their face if we could find their storehouse. If we can, it doesn't really matter. Poor foot soldiers getting murdered. I love it goes to cinematic view if I don't touch the controls. So we get to enjoy our final few seconds of the fight. GG. Nobody wanted to duel us. So sad, chat. We were just winning too much.
The enemy general has been defeated! We've won!
Don't think we're done yet. I will get Yao Chan back.
They're totally destroyed! Brother, push on now where the capital is all ours!
No, that's just what they want us to do. They're stronger than you think.
They're beaten, but not just yet. We go to Runan now and regroup.
We have managed to capture all of the enemy's provisions. This really gives us the upper hand.
Forces have increased 15 to 16. Each unit has been strengthened. Goodbye supplies increase, which is good because the slower we lose the morale, the stronger we are throughout the whole fight. Military skills increased. Officers who survive gain experience. Nice.
Liu Bei, I fear you risk too much to save me. Be careful, Liu Bei. Don't put yourself in danger.
Danger? Risk? I'd brave anything to save you. But how are you? They're not mistreating you, are they?
Lord Cao Cao is of no concern. I am safe.
Huh? How can you be sure?
Liu Bei, Cao Cao is strong.
I will not lose.
But the mandate of heaven cannot be defied.
Mandate of heaven? What are you talking about? Tell me.
Liu Bei, don't risk your life. Cao Cao has...
Has what? Jiao-chan? What does he have?
What does he have, chat? Listen, we gotta listen to FMV-chan. She knows something we don't. So, a little sad we didn't get to level magic. I'm gonna try leveling magic again in this battle. If we don't get it, it's not the end of the world. I have a lot of opportunities in the battle after this one, but I'd love to level magic at some point. Let's return to the game. So I think I got enough time for one more battle. Battle of Bo Wan Po.
Liu Bei is able to defeat Jun Yu at Runan. However, taking advantage of his enemy's absence, Cao Cao's army captures Liu Bei's stronghold at Ju. With nowhere to return to, Liu Bei's only chance is to depend on Liu Bao, lord of the Jing province. Liu Bei borrows Jingyi Castle from Liu Bao and prepares for an assault by Cao Cao's army.
So, let's decide what to do next. Anyone have any good ideas?
Farmers have lost workers to the war. And there aren't enough hands for the harvest. What about having our whole army help out the farmers?
There has been no fighting lately, and our troops are out of shape. But don't worry. I myself will help them. They'll soon be fit.
Is Zhang Fei's gonna make them fit?
It's time to start a new recruitment. Many will join us. We'll explain our goal to the people. They'll flock to us to destroy that rebel Cao Cao.
Our goal right now is to just chase the woman, according to our own character. I don't know if that's really the most noble of causes. So we could assist in land development. We're not helping the people. Get out of here. The people shall go wanting. Anyway, we could get more troops, but now I think we're good. We need to toughen up our characters. Since if we take a look at our troop strength, we are hilariously inept. They completely outsupply us, and our technology is still lagging behind. So let's make sure we do more damage. Let's train our troops. Hopefully we can upgrade to stronger units soon, but we'll see. Officer XP is also okay.
I agree. Let's do it!
Yes, sir. What kind of an attack is that? Put some heart into it!
Lulu's magic is increased, your unit will be improved. Oh, that's actually good. Liu Bei's experience is increased, his unit will be improved. Liu Bei's learned Iron Wall. Oh, that's actually perfect. Oh, we got that early. Nice.
Cao Cao conquers the northern region around Hebei when he defeats Yuan Shao at the Battle of Guandu. Now ruler over Zhangyuan, Cao Cao's goal is to combine the Jing province and Wu. He begins his campaign by ordering his vassal Cao Ren to attack Jinyi. Liu Bei, lacking the services of a skilled warlord, has begun to feel vulnerable. He seeks out the strategic genius Zhuge Liang, who lives in religious seclusion in the Jing province of Wulonggun.
Yeah, we're kind of dumb. We need some help. Right, chat? It's translation.
This is the third time we've come this far to visit Zhuge Liang. After all this time in trouble, brother, he'd better be the best warlord in the land.
He is really good, chat. He's really good.
What if he really can perform magic? That would be something to see, wouldn't it?
But you have magicians.
I'd like to see that.
But we have magicians.
Heaven's mandate.
Yeah, I love the people struggling that are at the armor comparisons is interesting. What is that?
How does it move? Huh?
That's correct. Lord Liu Bei of the Imperial family is requesting your help to restore the Han Empire.
Restore it? Don't you mean replace it?
Are you listening at all? Try paying attention, will you? Unless you help us, we won't be able to defeat Lord Cao Cao.
Give it up. It's a losing cause. Ask anyone who walks the streets of the capital, and they will surely tell you. The mandate of heaven has passed to Cao Cao.
The mandate of heaven. You may be the world's greatest military genius, but are you suggesting the mandate of heaven has been granted to that petty tyrant Cao Cao? That's absurd! Listen, I don't give a damn about the mandate of heaven or about the restoration of the Han Empire. The only thing I want is Yao Chan!
Lord Liu Bei, what are you saying?
We're saying you're a terrible leader. You don't even care about the people.
You have not yet heard my answer.
Obviously, I don't even need to ask.
I will join you. I am at your service. Lord, the enemy is approaching quickly, so we would be wise to begin our battle preparations.
Your blatant disregard for the people makes me trust you for some reason. This makes more sense in other games that are more respectful of history and not making it about chasing somebody.
Well. Here is the enemy's current position.
We just seem like really embarrassingly terrible.
To defend against that, we're going to have to destroy Cao Ren's forces. That will cause disorder in Cao Cao's army right from the beginning. If they break through here, we'll have no position from which to counterattack their main forces. We are victorious when we have forced every enemy unit to flee.
Okay, so it doesn't matter what order we kill them, good.
But if the enemy succeeds in making it to this point, we have lost.
I agree. Tell me what options there are.
So we have an alternate lose
I
condition.
have devised 3 strategies, my lord. Lord Guan Yu, Lord Zhao Yun, and I will each present one.
Okay.
A trap is always effective in this kind of battle. Let's fashion a rock trap here and lure the enemy in. I'll set the trap so that our own units can't trigger it. Lord Liu Bei, please position yourself here as a decoy.
Lord
Interesting.
Zhuge Liang has also devised another plan. The strategy is to feint to the enemy, drawing them to this point where a pit has been prepared. Lord Liu Bei would wait in this position, acting as a decoy.
I've been given this plan by Lord Zhuge Liang. We'll lure the enemy to these mines. When they get close, the mines will explode, destroying all of the enemy at one time. As a decoy, brother, you will be in position here.
We're just a decoy in every strategy.
Please choose a strategy.
My lord, you're very useless in combat. Please go forth and just stand in the battlefield to lure them in. Okay. So I'm going to use a little bit of meta knowledge because I played the game before. Ziahao Duan is their strongest general, by far. So, luring out Yujin or Li Dian, not a good thing to do. We don't want to do this. So we want to pick the strategy that deals with him. He's going to have the most troops, the best war score, the highest damage. We need to lower his numbers, and then he's very likely to duel us afterwards. And we have Zhao Yun right there. So I think we're going to pick the middle plan. Purposely to try to get the duel with Zhao Yun. See how it goes. The other characters, like, some mediocre general is not going to defeat Guan Yu or Zhang Fei. They're just too powerful. Although, as we said before, there's usually a complication. So let's view the complication soon.
I've made my decision. To battle!
Yes, sir.
Take them!
So Liu Bei has some counters to magic attacks, which is actually really good for us. We'll need it soon. Oh, this is one of my favorite songs. But here's the complication.
Hey! Coward! You're a coward! Come out and fight! It's all over now! Surrender like a man!
Father, wait! Be careful or you'll make the warlord mad! You're going to put all of us in great danger!
I will fight you, General, and risk facing my own doom.
Jiaho Yuan! At last I have a worthy opponent!
There you go, Chad.
Oh, I have vanquished Jiaho Yuan!
Father, the enemy has us surrounded! You're useless when you go crazy like that! When will you learn to control your temper?
Now I've done it!
So Zhang Fei will greatly cripple the enemy unit, but you might have noticed he's kind of all the way in the enemy territory. Is not great. Well, we found Kalren.
The enemy of Jiahao Yuan will be destroyed.
So that's fine. I didn't want to turn around or retreat. So we're gonna wait for the enemy to get a little closer. A little closer. Come on. Chat, yes. Just a little closer. Right, chat? Just a little bit closer. Sure would be a shame if somebody were to nuke all of your people.
Fire!
Anyway. This is gonna be very devastating to the enemy army. Almost 90% of their troops are in one spot. You can see the people that are even on the outskirts of battle. Like, his whole unit almost got killed instantly. Now they're in disarray. We want to charge them a little bit. We gotta lower their troop numbers to stand a chance here. See, their morale is falling, which is what I want. Hopefully this is gonna put us enough that we have a morale advantage. Uh-oh, Chad, it's the pit. We just wiped out another powerful unit there. Wow.
Impertinent fool!
Impertinent fool, chat. Yeah, so they've almost caught up in morale. We're gonna have Zhao Yan. I think he's gonna ambush. Okay, see how he's a darker color? That means the enemy can't see him and he's gonna prepare an ambush. So I'm actually not gonna do anything in that case. I'm gonna let him stay there. Ambushes also greatly reduce enemy morale, as you would imagine. Unfortunately, our morale is really tight. Dueling here would be a coin flip and, like, not a good way. Wish I just had one more special. Might have to retreat him here. Yeah, Kalren's morale is going up because he's got more troops, so I think I have to retreat.
Now, attack! Impertinent fool!
Impertinent fool, chat. I'm actually going to tell myself to retreat right now, or this gets really bad for us. Oh, this is how you look at their details. I was talking a little bit before, you could see the different stats of the characters, so if you go into the formation, you can see Zhang Fei's war score is really high. This improves his troop damage and also his skills. You get a little bit of magic there, which is okay. You can view their individual abilities if we weren't sure what they did. However, I think for now, let's tell him to retreat. We're gonna bring the battle, like, way over here and see if this works. Their morale is already completely shot. So what I want to do is I want to charge a couple times since they're already confused. Then I want to do a duel, I think. So while they're confused, we're gonna let the morale dip just a little lower. Again, this is just improving our odds of winning the duel, if they accept it. Now that we outnumber them completely, I think that might be good enough. Alright, let's try the duel with this.
Don't try to hide. Feast your eyes on the great might that people call Zhao Yun.
Too bad. Such courage. I'll be sad to see you die.
He's actually gonna fight us, and we have a big morale bonus. We should win this. If we lose, I'm gonna be very upset, actually. Wow, we really lost? Wow.
The world, it is darkness.
The odds of us losing that were very low, by the way, chat.
I can kill you, even though I only have one eye.
So that's annoying. I'm gonna mash to get us out of the confusion. So that sucks. The one time they accept the duel, they just went outright. Like, we had a pretty substantial morale bonus. I guess I could have waited a bit longer, I guess. So I'm mashing X so we don't just get completely crushed here. Yeah, that sucks. So I guess that was a misplay on my part, I guess, even though I did wait a bit on purpose. Our people are still confused. I think I unconfused them. I'm actually just gonna have him retreat completely. Honestly, that was disappointing. Make him come here. Make Zhang go here. Actually, I don't know where the enemy is relative to the other characters. Let's go check in on the other generals. See what they're doing. Oh, we get to play with Zhuge. Oh, hold on. I should have been doing this from the start. Anyway, chat, are you ready to see a god? This character is so ridiculous. They're so dead, chat. You have no idea. Like just look at the size of the spell indicator, chat. They are so dead. Okay, so if I move... Okay, I think I see what I gotta do. Let's move ourselves manually. Gotta attack from our blind side, which I didn't want to have happen. Oh, that's looking pretty good. Okay, so just gotta back up slightly. I think this is where I want to be. I'm looking a little too far back. Again, we got some time. We're gonna position it. There we go. This should be good. Look at that damage. Here it comes. Oh, we'll move a little further forward, actually. Again, you want to be picky, because the number of targets you hit influences damage. But anyway, get ready for ridiculousness. Fireball, chat. I think that was basically perfectly positioned. I think I killed almost literally everything in front of him. That should just be a spell level up. Oh, he got experience, but it didn't count. That's fine. So I could zap him with another spell if I really want to. I'm gonna conserve magic, maybe. Actually, it's just this guy. I don't think it matters. Did they have another unit? Did they pull that unit in? I could see the... They do. I'm gonna briefly play as him and go deal with that enemy unit, then we're gonna switch to another character. Come on. I have to save Zhang Fei. Oh, hello.
I cannot believe this. The dynasty's of little concern to him. All Lord Liu Bei really cares about is saving that woman.
Listen, I don't give a damn about the mandate of heaven or about the restoration of the Han Empire. The only
He's not
thing
wrong.
I want is Diao Chan.
So we made Zhao Yun unhappy with us. So Zhao Yun left the battle. It's okay. He had a disappointing showing. He's allowed to leave in shame. Anyway, chat. Wouldn't it be such a shame if all of their archers were mysteriously struck by something really lethal? I think we would all agree that would just be such a shame, right? What an absolute shame, chat. Well, they could have had volley. Past tense. it gets almost every archer killed. Holy. Chat, we just dunked on him. That was mean of me to do. I'm not gonna lie, that was very mean. How we doing? Did we learn another ability yet? Oh, we can. Hold on. Oh, she's slightly too close. I mean, I'll go for it just to weaken them, even if it doesn't hit a lot of people. I'm gonna do this and then retreat. I think that's the right call. The more you can spam your abilities, the more damage you could do without having any repercussions. I think we're gonna retreat. So retreating bought us time to charge up the ability, and since we're moving closer to the left, if our storehouse is over there, it should do a lot of damage. So I think we actually managed to even up with Calren here. Salren, I guess, technically. So that put us in a pretty good position. Alright, so let's go play as Guan Yu, because we haven't touched him at all. How's this battle going? Oh, we're winning pretty horribly? We force a duel. I'd love to force a duel here. There's no way we should lose this one if they accept.
There's no one who will fight against me here.
I can't just leave my men.
So he rejected the duel. Smart move on his behalf, but that pretty much seals his fate. So that's just gonna end the battle even faster. Man, I wish any of those other characters had special abilities. It's so sad, chat. I really wish they learned maneuvers soon. So Sangfei is actually our best damage dealer because he's able to do this kind of really annoying hit and run on all of the enemies. Wait, can I force Xiao Yun to do anything? Wait, I can? I thought it said he left the battlefield. Alright, let's switch to Liu Bei. A lot of enemies. I think what I want to do is reposition slightly, though. Move our own foot soldier out of the way. And it's important just to get a good position, so I think something like this might be ideal. Magic OP, chat. Never doubt in the power of magic. Ooh, we got them all at the end. Nice. Should do a substantial amount of damage. Oh, never mind. Their troop numbers are too low. Well, we gotta push our advantage, so let's rally.
Everyone.
That way we just do more and more damage, and we're less likely to lose troops. So our morale bonus is out of control. It should just be maxed, absolutely. No questions. Do a couple charge actions here and there. I think it's over. See, this would have been the opportunity. If my morale was Liu Bei's, I would duel like right about here. But unfortunately, we lost the duel. I know see how Duan is good, but I just didn't think we would just lose like that. Oh well. It would have given us, I think, a lot of fame if the duel went through and we won. So this fight is basically over. I could just wait it out. Go back to Zhuge. They're still confused from before? Wow. What is Zhuge's attack animation, by the way? Oh, he just slaps them and punches them. Action tactician away. Anyway, this fight should be done. Let us... I hate that that's the confirm / cancel. Let's go here. Have Zhuge finish them all. Jian, I don't really care what you do as long as you protect them, I guess. Guan Yu doesn't need to do anything else.
As you wish. Now I must be gone.
So we have one person blocking the exit in case they somehow have an ambush unit, but I don't think that happens in this battle. Guess we'll go to Guan Yu briefly and force the battle to end. So we're about even, but our morale is much higher. So if I do a couple charges here and there, I even interrupted the enemy's charge. Yeah, they're not gonna stand a chance. This is where also just having better units in general means that if our numbers are even, we're just gonna win really hard. Come on. So I guess what I should do next time, if I really want to press the advantage with Zhao Yun, I probably should have charged first and then dueled to just try to finish them. It would have saved me some time. I'm trying to remember that for the future. Well, anyway, as you can see, they're getting crushed. So I should just win through sheer numbers at this point. In fact, I'm gaining morale because I got more troops than they do. Or Yujin. Yeah, I basically just want to feed Zhuge Liang as much experience as possible. It's really funny. He powers up. Although getting these other generals to level is good for us as well. Oh, they rallied against him? It's going that poorly he had to rally? Wow, that's embarrassing. Imagine being the leader of the enemy troop and you're like, I'm losing to some idiot that was drunk on the battlefield. Man, you can do this. Come on. Come on, end the fight. If we could get Guanping and Zhao Kang to also level, them getting new abilities is actually good for us. So now what we want to do... I guess we'll just go back to Zhang Fei. Zhang Fei is actually just winning this outright. That's... Oh, and I got volley again? Oh my god, Chad, they're getting destroyed. Volley OP. Wonder when the cliche that a tactician holds advantage started? Well, that was a thing back then. Oh, I guess all the way back then, Calvisham? They were used to give signals in some regards. Anyway, this fight is definitely over. So Cao Ren rallied his troops, but he doesn't have many left. Now, do I just duel him? Okay, okay, we'll let it tick down even more. If we somehow lose this duel, I'm calling shenanigans.
If you're man enough to handle it, I'll give you the honor of a duel with me. What do you say? You'll pay for that.
Chat, we'd better win this duel. I'm just saying, we have more than a 50% advantage, and our war stat is really high. There we go. There we go. That's what should have happened with Zhao Yun. Great shame to them, chat.
That was a mistake. Now he has tasted the might and power of Zhang Fei.
He almost lost instantly. Did you see that? Holy. Wow, chat. The reinforcements aren't even gonna arrive. It's over. That was embarrassing. That was embarrassing. Chat, he had more than 3K over Zhang Fei. Ooh, he just lost outright. Ooh. Oh. Super awkward. Was Li still fighting? Jeez. Let's end this fight. As you wish. Is he really fighting on with 600 troops? Did I read that correctly? Shake your head, chat. How are we not instantly winning this battle? I have 10 times his troops, right? Just making sure. Oh, my abilities are coming back. I mean, I might as well use... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I might as well use them. Again, I don't understand how this fight was still happening. Come on. You're so close. Come on, just learn the ability. I'll end the fight real quick, I promise. Come on, let me use it. Oh. Wow, they got a rush on us?
Attack! Let none escape!
We're actually gonna lose so many people because they were messing around. I'm so upset, Chad. This fight should have been over. Man, we're gonna lose a lot of people because of that. That is so stupid. All we needed them to do was have Meteor and the fight would have been over. Legit. Legit 100% over. We just got our abilities back. There's no one to even really strike. That's how few people are left alive. I'll still use it though. there's like 9 people to our 80, chat. I don't get why this fight didn't end before. Given our morale was also basically maxed. Giant close-up, of course. Thank you. And there's not many people to hit, but I'll still use it just to use it. The sad part is I'm probably gonna lose more people than they will lose people. Even though this is like so overwhelming. Yeah, they almost brought that back. That was kind of sad.
The enemy's unit's been annihilated. We've won.
That felt like a hollow victory. At least we won a duel, I guess.
It didn't go as planned. For now, retreat. Damn! They tore us apart.
I'll remember this one.
Don't think we're done yet. I will get Yao Chan back.
Again, he needs to work on his war cries and war rallies. Well, speaking of which, we haven't had a character with war cry yet.
I'm sorry. I just went crazy.
We almost lost everything. Because of you!
Forgive me. But I can't trust that newcomer, Zhuge Liang. I just can't trust him.
Zhang Fei.
Perhaps you're right.
Very reassuring of you, Zhuge.
With the victory we have claimed in this battle, our army has finally gained the upper hand.
The base forces increased 16 to 18. I got another... I think it's literally every point is 100 troops, so I think I got another 200. The base supplies increased from 15 to 20. Okay, that's good, because we need our morale to remain high. New base military skill increased from 15 to 21. All officers who survived the battle have gained experience. New base lifeblood upgraded to foot. Okay, this is good. I'm gonna need this very soon. So I can now deal more damage and take less damage with the main unit, which is good.
Liu Bei, do you remember what the Oracle said?
What Oracle?
The woman of destiny will bring your ruin.
Oh, that one.
I think the woman of destiny may turn out to be me.
Yao Chen, don't lose heart. I will rescue you. You must believe what I'm telling you.
I would like to, but I can't. You see, I have a little secret. Here it is. The Oracle also said Cao Cao would conquer the entire world. It came from heaven.
Are you sure? Cao Cao?
Yes, the Oracle said heaven is with his troops, not with yours. You have to stop the fighting.
It can't be true. I don't believe it. I won't believe it. How could heaven pick him over me? Don't go, Jiao-chan!
Heaven didn't choose us, Chan. Well, I'd like to take a break here. We're coming up to actually a pretty hard battle. Like, surprisingly hard. I think it's one of the harder battles in the entire game for this particular campaign. So I will probably refresh my memory a little bit in between streams. We're going to say no to continuing for now. Oh, and then it just puts me back into the save. I guess that's what happens when you hit no. We did get rejected by Heaven. So, I guess from the standpoint, hopefully Chad is enjoying the game of seeing all the enemy soldiers come in. I really liked the appeal of taking control of the general manually. I like that you can literally just slap people on your own side. I think that's kind of funny. You can rally people to you to charge. You can use the different skills. I love the spells specifically. You make the giant fireballs, crush all the enemy units. I like that there's a little bit of thought before each strategy session. So I just got to clean up my movement and controls a little bit more, and we just got to implement a little better. But we're going to be abusing what we'll call Bridge Chan quite a lot in the next encounter, if it's the one that I think it is. Basically, we're going to be encountering a scenario that we are not meant to win. It's meant to be like a 14 versus 4, I think, initially, in terms of enemy generals to your generals. But yeah, we're going to be going on a killing spree in that one. So I purposely got extra troops, not because I thought it would help us kill some of the individual people. I'm doing it just so I could survive longer to get more experience. Like, that's honestly it. We can get a lot more experience than I think the game intends in one of these upcoming encounters. And because the enemy is supposed to be so overwhelming, they're actually going to come in with more troops than normal. So this is going to make kills with specials like charge / raid or magic spells a lot more effective. So we did level up and train our soldiers a bit more, and we're going to be looking to hopefully get at least one more of those in before we fight the enemy. Now, if we have the chance to remove their morale, it would definitely help us there, because as you saw, we can spend all of these skills, but getting them that last quarter of morale is very costly on our troop count. So if we could do something to sap their morale so that they don't have as much after those skills, and they don't regain it as much, this is going to make the battle significantly easier. So if we can also just sap that, we will choose that over training the troops, since that's a way to weaken the enemy, but not weaken our chances of experience. So I think, chat, we're going to pause here. So hopefully you enjoyed today's session, but I think for now, we're going to conclude with something I'm sure many of you are aware of, and that is saying goodbye to YouTube. If you did watch to this point in the video or the VOD, I'd just like to thank you for watching. Hope to see you again next time.